Welcome to Bible Answers Now. Have you ever wondered why Daniel 9:26 seems to read differently in the New King James Version compared to other translations? It's a fascinating question that touches on the intricate beauty of biblical translation. Let's explore this together. Daniel 9:26 is part of one of the most significant prophecies in the Bible, focusing on the Messiah's coming and his ultimate sacrifice. In the NKJV it says, "but not for himself," while many other translations like the NIV or ESV say, "and will have nothing." At first glance, this might seem like a contradiction, but there's a deeper reason for these differences, rooted in the Hebrew text and the nature of translation itself. The phrase in question comes from the Hebrew words vlo lo, which literally mean "and not for him." However, translating from one language to another often involves choosing the right words to convey the meaning, and different translations can emphasize different aspects of the original text. Both the NKJV and other translations are correct, but they highlight different nuances. The NKJV's translation, "but not for himself," highlights the sacrificial nature of the Messiah's death. It points out that Jesus, the Anointed One, would be cut off, not because of his own sin, but for the sins of others, aligning perfectly with the prophecy in Isaiah 53, verse 8. In this verse, Isaiah foretells that the Messiah would be cut off from the land of the living because of our transgressions. This perspective underscores that Jesus' death was entirely selfless, a sacrifice for the sins of humanity rather than for his own wrongdoings. On the other hand, translations like the NIV or ESV use the phrase "and will have nothing," which focuses on the outcome of Jesus' crucifixion, where he loses everything: his life, his followers, and his earthly kingdom. This reflects the moment on the cross when, as Matthew 27:50 tells us, Jesus cried out again with a loud voice and yielded up his spirit. At that moment, he seemed to lose everything, but in reality, he was securing victory over sin and death for all who would believe. Both translations, though worded differently, align with the overall message of the prophecy. The Messiah would be cut off for the sins of the people, and in doing so, he would experience the loss of everything, including his earthly life and the support of his followers. This dual meaning enriches our understanding of Christ's sacrifice. So, why does this matter for us today? Well, understanding the depth of this prophecy reminds us of the selfless love and sacrifice of Jesus. When we read Daniel 9:26, we're reminded that Jesus gave everything, not for himself, but for us. It's a powerful truth that calls us to reflect on our own lives and how we live for others. Are we willing to sacrifice our own desires for the greater good? Are we following Jesus' example of selfless love? As you reflect on this passage, take a moment to pray. Thank God for sending his Son to die for you, and ask him to help you live out that same sacrificial love in your daily life. Share this message with someone who might need to hear about the depth of Christ's sacrifice, and let's all strive to walk in his footsteps, loving others the way he has loved us. Thank you for joining us on Bible Answers Now. If this answer was helpful to you, be sure to like and subscribe. And don't forget to share it with someone who will appreciate it. May God bless you and your loved ones today and always. Keep digging into the Word, and remember, his truth will set you free.